Hey boys and girls, welcome to this week's ONEG. You know my friends, I know this is not the way we usually learn with the online and Zoom platforms, but kol hakavod to everyone for the amazing work that you guys are doing. I'm really inspired by everything that you, our students, do. You know, this week's ONEG is a little different because it's Sphira, and we've kind of excused the music. We do something more called a cappella. So a cappella could be done with a choir, a group, or it could even be done digitally with some really cool technology. Here, check this out. Earlier today I shot a video of how we could manage to make a cappella without a group. Hey guys, I know it's Sphira Omer and we can't listen to music, and regularly when we have an ONEG we play guitar or keyboard and we have a lot of fun with music. And this week, and through Lag BaOmer, even though during coronavirus there are plenty of reasons why we'd be allowed to listen to music, for the sake of our ONEG, we're going to be using primarily a cappella, so all the sounds you have here are all made by mouth. So, you might be wondering, how are we going to make all these sounds that sound like harmony and all sorts of other stuff? Beatboxing is all really cool. I'd like to introduce you to my choir. This is my choir. This is my studio, this is where we record everything from, I teach from here, and the whole ONEG is made and run from down here or on my back porch. But this little choir is going to be singing harmony with me, with the help of some of my regular equipment, so that it sounds like there's a couple of me singing together, and you can sing with us, me, us. Let's check this out. Let's do some demonstrations. Let's demonstrate how a cappella works. So a cappella is really just different harmonies, and if you get more creative you can add some beatboxing. That's beatboxing, but we're just going to work with the harmonies because that's really all that my choir does. That's harmony. That's a very low to very high, and one a little bit low harmony. Let's try Yismechu together, Shabbos Kodesh. What would help is if you guys clapped and sang along. So let's try this out. Yismechu b'malchucha, Yismechu b'malchutecha. Shomerei Shabbat v'korei oneg, v'korei oneg. Yismechu b'malchucha, Yismechu b'malchutecha. Shomerei Shabbat v'korei oneg, v'korei oneg. Tidanai Shabbos Kodesh, Tidanai Shabbos Kodesh, Tidanai Shabbos Kodesh, Shabbos Kodesh, Tidanai Shabbos Kodesh, Tidanai Shabbos Kodesh, Tidanai Shabbos Kodesh, Shabbos Kodesh. Yismechu b'malchucha, Yismechu b'malchutecha. Shomerei Shabbat v'korei oneg, v'korei oneg. Yismechu b'malchucha, Yismechu b'malchutecha. Shomerei Shabbat v'korei oneg. Tidanai Shabbos Kodesh, Tidanai Shabbos Kodesh, Tidanai Shabbos Kodesh, Shabbos Kodesh, Tidanai Shabbos Kodesh, Tidanai Shabbos Kodesh, Shabbos Kodesh. harmonies are fun because they're all me singing, which is not so fun, but they're all me singing. Okay, so now that we see how the choir works, it's all digitally programmed over here, let's try Am Yisrael Chai. It's a song we all know, and we really, really can sing it together. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Am Yisrael Chai. Woo! Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, 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 Am Yisrael Chai. So since we're using a cappella, all of our exercises are going to be a cappella. Let's get up, let's get out of our seats, and we're going to do some a cappella exercise.
Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai.
So here we go, we're going to get up out of our seats, we're going to do some a cappella exercise. Please quietly and respectfully stand and face the flags on the screen in front of you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets, red rockets, glare, their bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Before we sing Achenu, I was really inspired this week by a video of Chayalim in Eretz Yisrael who were packaging food to be delivered to people in need in Eretz Yisrael in this big warehouse. And they stood silently and they sang Ani Ma'amin together. So let's join them and sing Ani Ma'amin together. If you don't know the words, it'll be on the screen. And just stand and join them. Please join together and let's sing a tefillah for our brothers and sisters in Israel and all around the world. Let's sing Achenu.
Achenu, Kol Beit Yisrael. Achenu, Kol Beit Yisrael. Hanetunim batzara, batzara uvashivia. Haomdim bein bayam uvein bayabasha. Israel, Achenu, Kol Beit Yisrael, Hanetunim batzara, batzara uvashivia, haomdim bein bayam uvein bayabasha. Hamakom yirachem, yirachem aleichem v'yotziim mitzara lirvacha u'me'afel liora u'mishibud ligiula hashta v'gala u'bizman kariv. Hamakom yirachem, yirachem aleichem v'yotziim mitzara lirvacha u'me'afel liora u'mishibud ligiula hashta v'gala u'bizman kariv.
When you will arrive in the land, and I will place Saras upon the house. The Torah tells us that when the Jewish people will come to Israel, they will settle, and Hashem will send them Saras on their houses. Usually, when we speak about Saras, it is a result or a consequence for doing a sin, like speaking Lashon Hara. In this verse, however, the wording "I will place" seems to be like a reward, not a punishment. Why? To understand this, let's examine the process of saras. When a person finds a spot of saras on their house, they need to remove the stones or the wall that has the spot. Rashi answers to this question, explains that when the Jews were coming into Israel and Egypt, the nations were afraid that they would take their wealth. To prevent this, the Amori, a nation that lived in Canaan, hid all their treasures and walls in the walls of the house. When Yeshua and the Jewish people came to Eretz Yisrael, we learned that in Mor Viva's class, they moved into these homes. Hashem sent them tzara, so they would need to take down the part of their house. In doing so, they will find all the hidden treasures that were left there. When we see things that happen that seem to be really, really bad, they are really for our benefit. Even though something might be hard, like Zoom school, or might not having in-person recess, somehow these challenges are also for the best. Remember that Hashem always has a plan. Shabbat Shalom.
Hi, boys and girls. It's so good to see everybody. As you know, on Wednesday it was Earth Day, and in first and third grade we learned all about this important day. We talked about all the amazing ways that everybody can reduce, reuse, and recycle. For a fun challenge, everybody was asked to go outside and create a nature person using only things they could find in nature. Look at these unbelievable pictures.
Yotzer or uvorei choshech, Oseh shalom uvorei esakol. Yotzer or Oseh shalom uvorei esakol. Yotzer or uvorei choshech, Oseh shalom uvorei esakol. Yotzer or Oseh shalom uvorei esakol. Rabu ma'aseh Hashem kulam b'chachma asisa v'la'aretz kinyanecha. Rabu ma'aseh Hashem kulam b'chachma asisa v'la'aretz kinyanecha. Yotzer or uvorei choshech, Oseh shalom uvorei esakol. Yotzer or Oseh shalom uvorei esakol. Yotzer or uvorei choshech, Oseh shalom uvorei esakol. Yotzer or Oseh shalom uvorei esakol. Rabu ma'aseh Hashem kulam b'chachma asisa v'la'aretz kinyanecha.
Masters in their field. World-class chefs with extreme confidence and incomparable skill.
Chapt is about inspiring you to learn how to cook. And since we're all home, and we're all eating, and we're all cooking or baking, please feel free to take a couple moments and shoot a video of what you've made and share it with me so you could appear on Chapt.
Welcome to the Hop. I'm gonna compete against Rabbi Pepper, and I'm gonna win because Hashem made this.
Chocolate cake. We need 2 cups of sugar, 3 cups of flour, we're going to take 1 teaspoon of salt, and we're going to take 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and then 1/2 cup of cocoa, and then we're gonna mix it. 2 cups of cold water, 2/3 cups of oil, and then 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So then we'll mix this. So once the batter is all mixed, we're going to pour it into the pan. Make sure you make it all even. And then you'll stick it into an oven that is preheated to 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. So when the cake comes out, you're going to want to stick a toothpick in it, and it comes out perfectly clean, and that means it's done.
Whew! It's the end of a long, tough day, and you know, we've been sitting and we've been focused on the computer, teaching and learning on Zoom, which is absolutely awesome. But one of the things that we don't get enough of is exercise. So I was thinking, how could I get twice the amount of exercise out of one exercise? And here's what I came up with. Check this out. See, here's what's so great about it, is it's like walking and running on a treadmill, only I've got rollerblades on, so I don't even have to move my feet. Check this out. And it's like super fascinating because I'm just standing still and I'm relaxing and the wheels are going and the belt is going and I'm getting twice the exercise and I'm not even moving. It's awesome. Second thought, that's not actually exercise. Not a great idea. So this week on our calendar is a very exciting day. It's going to be Hey ER. Hey ER is not just a regular day on the calendar, but is actually Israeli Independence Day, Yom HaAtzmaut, the day that the modern state of Israel declared itself independent. And I know every week we talk about Israel and we study Israel and we even lose things in Israel, and we do have a box we need to unlock from Israel. But this week, we're going to play a trivia game to see how much of Israel we really remember. So if you've printed out those cards, now's a great time to grab your card. It's got 21 questions on it. You start in the start spot. For every one that you get right, you're going to put a check. When you get 5 right, so the first time you get 5 right, you're going to stand at attention and march in place. The second time that you get 10 right, you're going to do jumping jacks. The second and third time you get 5 right, which is going to be 15, you're going to do a little twist. And the fourth time you get 5 right, you are going to do your own little dance because you are super expert in all about Israel. I know some of these questions are a little tricky, but let's see if we can work them out together. So I'm going to put the questions up on the board. If you think the answer is 1, hold up 1 finger, 2, hold up 2 fingers, 3, hold up 3 fingers, or 4, hold up 4 fingers. And there are only 4 choices, so you never have to hold up 5 fingers. Here we go. Okay, here's our game board. Let's go. Question number 1, in what year did the Bnei Yisrael and Yehoshua cross the Yarden into our homeland, into Eretz Yisrael? That's correct, in 2488. In what year did the modern state of Israel declare its independence? On the date Hey ER, in what year did we become independent? 1948 is correct. Question 3. Har Hermon is located in the north, the south, the east, or the west. That's the mountain that we usually go skiing unless it snows too much and they close it like this year. The north is correct. Next question. The Yam Kinneret can be found on the southern border, in the center of Israel. It's called that because it's shaped like a heart, or it is the only place to find fresh water in Israel. That's correct, it is shaped like a heart. Which of the following is not a prime minister of Israel? Which of the following is not a prime minister of Israel? That's correct. Yonatan Ben Zion was never prime minister. Okay, if that's 5, let's get our marching and our salutes going. Here we go. Good job, good job. All right, next question. The Negev Desert is in the north, the south, the east, or the west of Eretz Yisrael. The Negev Desert. That's correct, it is in the south. Next question. The first prime minister of the state of Israel. Who was the first prime minister of the state of Israel? David Ben-Gurion is correct. Next question. Originally, who built the second Beit HaMikdash? This is a hard one. Originally, who built the second Beit HaMikdash? I saw a lot of number 1s. The correct answer is Ezra HaSofar. Next question. The War of Independence took place in what year? The War of Independence took place in what year? I'll give you a hint. we declared independence in a certain year? That's right, 1948. Next question. The renovation of the second Beit HaMikdash. Who renovated the second Beit HaMikdash to make it look absolutely beautiful? Tricky question. The correct answer is King Herod. He also designed a lot of buildings around Eretz Yisrael. The Yom Kippur War is called the Yom Kippur War because... The Yom Kippur War is called Yom Kippur War because... That's correct. It started on Yom Kippur. If that's 10 for you, awesome job. It's time to do some jumping jacks. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Let's get back to our questions. Har Habayit B'Yadeinu, that very famous statement of Har Habayit B'Yadeinu, is in what year? What year did we recapture Yerushalayim? That's correct, 1967. Next question. Eilat. Eilat can be found in the north, the south, the east, or the west of Eretz Yisrael. The north, the south, the east, or the west. That's correct. It is all the way down in the west. Good job. The original gates of Yerushalayim, how many were there before the Shar HaChadash? How many gates were there? Ooh, we talked about this in our Tzenu a couple weeks ago. That's correct. Originally there were 7 gates to the Ir Atikah of Yerushalayim. Next question. Who was not a prime minister on this list? Who was not a prime minister of the modern state of Israel? Moshe Rabbeinu is correct. Moshe Rabbeinu never made it to Eretz Yisrael. Next question. Who built the first Beit HaMikdash? Who built the first Beit HaMikdash? Oh, this one should be a little easier because I think we gave it away already. The correct answer is King Shlomo. Shlomo HaMelech built the first Beit HaMikdash. Awesome job. It's time to do some twists. Let's twist and shout. Awesome. Here we go. Next question. The Jordan River can be found in the north, the south, the east, or the west. The beautiful Jordan River, the Yarden, can be found in the north, the south, the east, or the west. 4th grade, you should know this one. That's correct. It is the eastern border of Eretz Yisrael. Next question. Masada was originally a mountaintop fortress, the capital of Yerushalayim. King David's palace is the oldest city in the world. Correct answer is a mountaintop fortress. Who is the longest sitting prime minister of Israel? That's the Knesset, by the way, the capital building of Eretz Yisrael. That's correct. Bibi Netanyahu is the longest sitting prime minister of the state of Israel. Next. What year did Israel become the 7th country to orbit the moon? In what year did Israel become the 7th country to orbit the moon? We should all get this one. That's right, 2019, last year. Awesome job. It's time to do some self-dancing. All right, nice job. Good job, everyone. Final question, one special bonus question. El Al is not just an airline. It's... Well, I think this is a tricky one. It is awesome, but it is also, it's Israel. All of those are right. Awesome job. I know those were not easy questions. Good job, though. I saw a bunch of us were getting those right. Amazing as you went through those boards. Great, great, great work. I see it shows we are really ready for Yom HaAtzmaut, celebrating 72 years of Israel independence. Speaking of Israel independence, please make sure you join us on April 28th at 7:30 at night for our online Yom HaAtzmaut, Yom HaZikaron Yom HaAtzmaut Tekes, where we'll celebrate Israel together. Speaking of Israel, here's a special message from our favorite banot.
Shalom lekulam! How are you guys?
We miss you.
I came to visit Miri, and it's the first time I see her since we came back.
She's such a good friend for me.
I know. And she had a birthday, so I came, and I brought her a cake and balloons with another friend of ours. She's there. So, how are you guys doing?
We miss you so much. It's like a whole month already.
It's a month that we're not with you guys. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
We miss you.
We miss you so much.
And we love you. And now we're together, so we're gonna do a heart. I can't do a heart. Wait.
Corona.
We
love
are
you.
Berman.
Pa, 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 pa.
Bye-bye.
Bye, love you.
Ready? Go! One, two, three. Hayom Yom Huledet, Hayom Yom Huledet, Hayom Yom Huledet, לכולם. Hayom Yom Huledet, Hayom Yom Huledet, Hayom Yom Huledet to everyone. So, ילדים,
We don't have the list, but we want to say to all of you who
עם חודש ניסן.
מזל טוב!
מזל טוב, happy
We
birthday.
miss you!
We miss you so much, and we
love
really
you.
need a list of the birthday. So if
Yeah.
any of you going to school,
Tell
please
us.
stop by our office and just take it. It's on the table, okay?
Okay?
Send it to us.
Love you guys!
Love you a lot. And also,
oh my god, what we have next week!
Oh my God! Tuesday night, 7 p.m. your time. We're gonna
Your
stay up
time.
for you guys.
Yeah.
3 a.m.
So I
you
want
better
to
be
stay
there, okay? So there's the Tekes of Yom Ha'atzmaut.
that
and
we're doing for you on Zoom. So it's gonna be live. You're gonna see us
Yeah.
again. We miss
It's gonna
you.
be so much fun. We have so much surprises for you guys, and make sure you're on and you're in.
Okay?
We love you.
We love you.
Shabbat
shalom. אורח היום.
The candles, they always burn so bright on Friday night. The smell of challah is always right on Friday night. And when we're here and we're all dressed up, my father picks up the Kiddush cup, and I know it's the start of a special day. Hey, hey, I got my Shabbos, oh, oh, I got my Shabbos, oh, oh, I got my Shabbos starting Friday night, every Friday night. I got my Shabbos, oh, oh, I got my Shabbos, oh, oh, I got my Shabbos starting Friday night, every Friday night. Walking through synagogues always fun on Friday night. Don't you know that the week is done on Friday night? As when we say Shalom Aleichem, we sing in three-part harmony, and we know, it's the start of the perfect day. Oh, oh, I got my Shabbos, oh, oh, I got my Shabbos, oh, oh, I got my Shabbos starting Friday night, every Friday night. I got my Shabbos, oh, oh, I got my Shabbos, oh, oh, I got my Shabbos starting Friday night, every Friday night. And every Shabbat afternoon, I close my eyes for a couple of minutes and recharge for the week ahead. Oh, oh, I got my Shabbos, oh, oh, I got my Shabbos, oh, oh, I got my Shabbos starting Friday night, every Friday night. I got my Shabbos, oh, oh, I got my Shabbos, oh, oh, I got my Shabbos starting Friday night, every Friday night. Oh.
You know, this is one of my favorite songs. It always was, but even this version of it with the video, it's really very emotional, very moving. I used to run a summer camp way out in Alabama, and this song really connected because sometimes we do get stuck without minyanim for Shabbat, like the last couple weeks. And I always find myself singing this beautiful Shabbat song on Shabbatot that we are stuck by ourselves. If you don't know it, pay attention, join, sing along. If you do know it, feel the inspiration. It's called Minyan Man from my friend Lenny Solomon in Shlakrock.
I asked the man I saw how many Jews in this town. He said to me there used to be a minyan around. But one of us passed away and we've been feeling down. Yet now it seems as though another Jew has been found. Won't you stay with us for Shabbos, Minyan Man? I stepped off the bus in Mobile, Alabama. The sun was slowly setting on the bay. It was 6 o'clock on a summer Friday afternoon. Shabbos was an hour away. I walked around the town wondering what to do. 'Cause Shabbos is no time to be feeling blue. And then I saw a man who looked the same way too. I was quite relieved to find the fellow Jew. I asked the man I saw how many Jews in this town. He said to me there used to be a minyan around. But one of us passed away and we've been feeling down. Yet now it seems as though another Jew has been found. Won't you stay with us for Shabbos, Minyan Man? We walked down Winston Avenue, a block then two more, and went into a shop that read closed on the door. There was a minyan in the back of a hardware store. 9 men waiting for one more. We ushered in the Shabbos with a beautiful song. The Chazan had a voice that was clear and strong. He sang out as one all Shabbos long. Then Mariv came again, I had to be moving on.
I asked the man I saw how many Jews in this town. He said to me there used to be a minyan around. But one of us passed away and we've been feeling down. Yet now it seems as though another Jew has been found. Won't you stay with us for Shabbos, Minyan Man?
That was 20 years ago, and the vision is clear. And I think about it every now and then, 'cause the place is still dear. And when I make this trip through Mobile once every year, I remember the men who prayed here. Now the minyan is gone, a few died, some moved on. But the back of the store still remembers the song. The 9 men who waited till one came along. How Shabbos was carried on a song. Whoa, I asked the man I saw how many Jews in this town. He said to me there used to be a minyan around. But one of us passed away and we've been feeling down. Yet now it seems as though another Jew has been found. Won't you stay with us for Shabbos, Minyan Man? Oh, won't you stay with us for Shabbos Minyan Man. Please, won't you stay with us for Shabbos Minyan Man?
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thanks for joining us for this week's online ONEG. Have a wonderful Shabbat. Feel inspired. Feel amazing. Shabbat Shalom.